Well, Angel Reese had her a double-double last night. That's right. Oh, once again, this proves that Angel Reese's double-doubles does not equate to victories. Never have.
Angel Reese put up another double-double last night. That's right. But once again, it shows that Angel Reese's double-doubles don't translate to wins. Never have. What do you get when you put up decent stats but your team still gets blown out by an injury-plagued opponent?
This ain't even funny no more. I know everybody think I'm about to clown and I'm about to roast. This ain't even funny no more. The Chicago Sky just lost to the Los Angeles Sparks by a score of 91-78. And let's be serious here. Y'all lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team that are playing without 2 starters.
Just ask Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, who somehow made a 13-point and 12-rebound performance look completely irrelevant in their latest blowout defeat to the Los Angeles Sparks, who absolutely crushed them in yet another lopsided loss. This isn't even funny anymore. I know everyone thinks I'm here to roast, but honestly, this isn't funny.
In fact, one could say it, generally speaking, always leads to losses. And she got, for lack of a better way of putting it, cooked, rotisseried, grilled, baked, fried. I mean, however you want to go. Sauteed by Kelsey Plum last night against the LA Spark.
The Chicago Sky just fell to the Los Angeles Sparks 91-78. And let's be real, they lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team missing 2 starters. The Sky are now 0-3 to start the season. Their last win feels like ancient history now.
This team is not good. It's 0-3. It's ugly. And I don't know that it's going to improve. All right? I don't. So let's jump over here before we get to the highlight that's getting Angel Reese absolutely destroyed right now online, on social media.
Dating back to early September of last year. Meanwhile, teams like the Indiana Fever are actually showing fight against championship-caliber opponents. If you find Angel Reese and the Sky losing absolutely hilarious, comment "Baby Giraffe Meows" down below. Let's go. Generally speaking, her stats always seem to lead to losses. And last night, she got...
Y'all lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team that's playing without 2 starters. The Chicago Sky, listen, man. Y'all the worst team in the league, bro. Like, let's just stop playing games. This ain't even let's be funny. I'm not even joking. I'm not smiling. I don't have a single joke for you. The Chicago Sky is trash. You guys are trash.
For lack of a better phrase, cooked, rotisseried, grilled, baked, fried, however you want to put it, by Kelsey Plum. Angel Reese posted another double-double against the Sparks with 13 points and 12 rebounds. Yet, somehow, her fans act like it matters when the team got blown out 91-78. Those numbers look decent on paper until you realize she shot only 5 of 11 from the field and missed layup after layup in one of the most frustrating basketball displays you'll see all season. This team is not good. They're 0-3. It's ugly, and I don't see it getting better. Let's break down what actually happened in this game. Reese had multiple chances right under the basket and failed to convert when the Sky desperately needed points. She shot 45% from the field, which sounds average until you consider most of her shots were within 5 feet of the rim.
Strategy didn't work. All right, they lost. They got blown the hell out in this game. Angel Reese, 31 minutes, 5 of 11, 45% from the field, and that's an improvement. That is an improvement. God. 12 rebounds, 13 points, 6 offensive boards, and a partridge in a pear tree. I mean, honestly, what is going on?
3 of her made baskets came off offensive rebounds, meaning she was cleaning up her own misses and calling it production. In short, she was grabbing rebounds off her own missed shots. And you lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team playing without 2 starters. The Chicago Sky? Listen, you're the worst team in the league right now. no joke, no fun. The Sky are trash. Here's where it gets really embarrassing for the so-called.
So, here's the play that's got everybody talking because Kelsey Plum clowned Angel Reese after this. Obviously, Kelsey Plum's not as tall as Angel Reese is, and she cooked Angel Reese's ass in hot grease. Let's go.
Pie by Stevens.
The drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over.
Pie by
Oh.
The drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over.
And then hits her with the too small.
Bayou Barbie. Those 12 rebounds everyone's celebrating? A good portion of those came from her own missed shots bouncing back. When you're padding your rebound stats with your own bricks, that double-double looks pretty hollow. Fans on social media absolutely roasted her performance. One wrote, "Cooked that fraud," while another pleaded,
Yeah, too small. Kelsey Plum is a badass. Let's just keep it real. She is a badass. How about a different angle on this?
feet. Here's Plum, a hop in her step. Plum, the blow by in the left hand. Feet. Here's Plum, a hop in her step. Plum, the blow by in the left hand.
Yeah. Too small. Yikes. It's look at this. Hey Plum Dog, how many wins does the Sky got? Down here.
"Angel, have some shame, sister." And the memes about the Chicago Sky are out of control. I'm not even going to call them a basketball team anymore. They're a meme. Her teammates were visibly frustrated watching her miss easy shots while they fought to stay in the game. In one painful sequence, teammates were calling for the ball, "Hey, right here, I'm open," while Reese forced tough shots instead of making the simple play. This wasn't just one-off night either. Reese went 0 for 8 from the field in a previous game against New York and has made only one three-pointer in 4 games this season. The pattern is clear.
What is going on in Chicago, bro? I know everybody we enjoy it, yeah. When Angel Reese get the missing the layups, we clown, yeah, we get our jokes off. But let's be serious here. She's the best player on that garbage team. And she's not good enough to be your best player on a decent team. She's not good enough to be the best player on a decent team. She's not good enough. I'm sorry, it just is what it is.
Her offensive game has serious limitations. Yet, she keeps getting praised for putting up numbers that don't lead to wins. That strategy clearly isn't working. They lost, and they got blown out. Angel Reese played 31 minutes, shot 5 of 11, 45%, grabbed 12 rebounds, including 6 offensive boards. I mean, what is going on? One source even called it a worthless double-double because it came in another blowout loss. When fans call your team trash and say the Sky should just stop playing games, you know those stats aren't fooling anyone. Some analysts are questioning if she's even skilled enough to act like she's Caitlin Clark's rival. These empty stats feel like participation trophies, showing just how broken Chicago really is. Now, here's the play everyone's talking about. Kelsey Plum absolutely destroyed Angel Reese. Plum's not as tall as Reese, but she cooked her on the court last night. After blowing by the 6'4" Reese for an easy layup, the 5'8" Plum hit her with the classic too small taunt, extending her arm below her hip with her palm flat. The audacity of a guard 8 inches shorter.
Come on, let's stop playing games. I don't know, this Coach Marsh, Tyler Marsh guy, this Marshmallow dude, I don't know where y'all got him from. Y'all got him from Vegas somewhere. His system looks trash. Y'all starting Kia Nurse. Bro, the Chicago Sky gave up the number 3 pick for Ariel Atkins. Bro, I don't even think she scored double figures yet in one game. She's taking like 4 shots per game. Y'all gave up the number 3 pick. Y'all gave up Sonia Citron for Ariel Atkins, and she's shooting like 4 shots a game. Bro, what is going on in Chicago?
Telling a forward she's too small had fans going wild. Kelsey Plum is a badass, no doubt. Plum's shot selection was perfect, her decision-making crisp, and she controlled the game's pace like a champion veteran. Plum dropped 28 points on 9 of 18 shooting, drained 6 threes, and dished out 8 assists in what was a clinic on veteran basketball. The Sparks, even without Rakia Jackson and Cameron Brink, showed they could be a serious team once healthy. That moment when Plum hit that shot over Reese and flashed the too small gesture went viral. The WNBA even posted about it on their social media accounts, clearly entertained by Plum's boldness. The Sparks amplified it too, proudly showing off Plum's gesture in their post-game messages. Those 6 threes weren't lucky. Plum systematically tore apart Chicago's defense, exposing their lack of preparation for basic pick-and-roll coverage. Every time Chicago tried to help on defense, Plum found the open spot and made them pay. The crowd went wild watching Plum pick apart the supposedly talented Sky team. "What's going on in Chicago, bro? Yeah, we joke about Angel Reese missing layups, but she's the best player on that garbage team, and she's not good enough to be your best player on a decent squad. Sorry, but it is what it is." What's even more impressive is Plum played through. An elbow-to-the-nose injury, scored points despite it.
Pass shot possessions for New York. Clark, step back 3. Oh, she hit it! And draws the foul! Welcome back, Caitlin Clark!
And gave a leadership-filled post-game speech. This is what championship experience looks like when the pressure is on. The contrast couldn't be clearer. Plum shot 50% and played smart, clutch basketball, while Reese struggled with missed layups and hollow rebounds. And Reese's defense. She basically stopped playing defense. Meanwhile, Plum went nuclear. She was quiet in the fourth quarter, but dominated overall. Plum entered the game averaging 24 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals after scoring 37 in the season opener. Her trade to LA has transformed their offensive identity. Fans on social media called this a humbling for Reese and questioned whether she's overrated. This performance proved Plum deserves way more recognition. Chicago's last win was back on September 8, 2024, against Dallas. That means 8 straight games without a victory across 2 seasons. The Sky have turned a losing into an art form. They are a joke of a basketball team. They just got too small and don't play defense or hustle. It's embarrassing. Loose. Angeles was missing key players and still blew out Chicago by 13 points without breaking a sweat. When you lose to teams missing their best players, you've hit rock bottom.
On the plus side, you could say you're 2 possessions away from being 4-0 in these games. Do you look at it from both sides? Like, here are the positives of this, and then here are the things we really want to work on.
Yeah, and that's probably what's frustrating about it, too. It's like we are 2 possessions or, from being 4-0, but there was so many little areas in this game that we could have improved. Like, our defense, again, to start the game was poor. And we got to find a way to come out with more energy, being able to guard. And yes, they present a very tough challenge when all 5 of them can make threes and, they're setting inverted ball screens, things like that. It's a challenge, but you got to find a way to
stop playing games. I don't know where Chicago got their coach, Tyler Marsh. Looks like a marshmallow, but the system is trash. They started Kia Nurse, gave up the number 3 draft pick for Ariel Atkins, who hasn't even scored double digits once this season and takes about 4 shots a game. What's going on in Chicago? This 0-3 start puts the Sky among the worst season openers in WNBA history. Most teams use early games to figure things out. Chicago is showing exactly how broken they are. You have to go back decades to find teams that started this badly and managed to salvage anything meaningful. They are a meme at this point. Kelsey Plum took on Angel Reese and hit her with the too small taunt. That's where it gets even worse for Sky fans. Their upcoming schedule is brutal, and some analysts predict they won't get their first win until late June. They face team after team that should beat them easily. Coaching decisions during the Sparks game made no sense. Players were running into each other, missing rotations, playing like they'd never practiced. When your own fans call your team trash online, you know the coaching staff has lost control. Kelsey Plum's too small gesture showed fire and confidence. Other teams are openly laughing at Chicago now. That's the level of respect they've earned. Losing streaks are destroying chemistry. Players look defeated before games even start. Nobody wants to take responsibility for the mess. Angel Reese keeps putting up empty stats while the team falls apart around her. Imagine if Caitlin Clark did this, the outrage would be unreal. People are jumping out of their seats like fireworks. Reese really did try to swat the ball, but it feels like she's being victimized by the entire WNBA. Chicago has officially become the league's punching bag. Every team circles their games as guaranteed wins. That's not competitive basketball. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever nearly pulled off the upset of the season against defending champs New York Liberty, losing by just 2 points. Clark put up 18 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds, showing what real competition looks like against elite teams. No lazy possessions for New York. Clark stepped back and hit a 3 while drawing the foul. Welcome back, Caitlin Clark. The Fever fought hard for 40 minutes against last season's dominant Liberty squad. Clark's 10 assists showed her ability to elevate teammates under pressure. Sure, she struggled at times, but she kept attacking and creating opportunities when it mattered most. That's what separates true competitors from stat-padding players who fold. Coach Stephanie White showed real leadership after the game, calling out egregious officiating and the disrespect toward her team. She pointed out a ridiculous 31 free throw discrepancy over recent games, saying the lack of calls was unbelievable considering how much they attack the rim. This is a coach who fights for her players instead of making excuses, said one observer. The controversy came in the final 2.9 seconds when Clark's potential game-tying shot was disrupted with no foul called. Even Liberty fans admitted the refs missed a call. The fact that Indiana had a legitimate chance against the champs while Chicago can't compete with injured teams says it all. Clark admitted the team needs more consistency and chemistry with new players, showing maturity and accountability that Reese lacks. This is someone who cares about winning, not just putting up numbers. Fans praised Clark's resilience and fight while roasting Chicago's pathetic performance against a depleted Sparks roster. The Fever have now lost 2 games by a combined 3 points, proving they are right there with the league's best. On the plus side, they're 2 possessions away from being 4-0. They see positives but know there's plenty to improve, especially defense and energy. Real players like Clark elevate their game against top competition. They don't fold or pad stats in blowout losses. They fight to the last buzzer and inspire teammates. Consistency is key. Clark said they need 4 full quarters of solid basketball. It's a learning curve for our new group, she said. But to beat the really good teams, we have to put together 4 really good quarters. Here's the harsh truth no one wants to admit. While Indiana builds something real with Clark and competes, Chicago remains the WNBA's biggest punchline. Angel. Reese can keep posting meaningless double-doubles and blowout losses, but those empty stats prove hype means nothing without wins. The Fever lost by 2 points to champs. Chicago lost by 13 to an injury-riddled Sparks team. That gap tells you which franchise is moving forward and which is stuck as everyone's favorite punching bag. If you find Reese in the sky losing hilarious, comment "Baby Giraffe Meows" down below. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything.